The restaurant was already closing when she realized she'd been standing there for 40 minutes too long, her gloved hands clenched around a tiny velvet box that now felt heavier than her entire past. Snow pressed itself against the windows like a silent witness, and every laugh from a nearby table cut deeper than the shrapnel scars she carried beneath her coat. She told herself this wasn't Afghanistan, that waiting didn't mean danger, that being forgotten wasn't fatal. But the empty chair across from her said otherwise. That's when three small voices whispered behind her, soft and breathless, like a secret meant only for her ears. "Ma'am, our dad's crutch broke. He can't walk alone." She turned slowly, instincts snapping awake the way they used to when silence meant trouble. The triplets looked identical, wide-eyed, red-nosed from the cold, clutching each other's sleeves like a single heartbeat split into three bodies. They couldn't have been more than 6. One of them pointed toward the door, where a man stood gripping the edge of a wall, his face pale with pain and embarrassment, one crutch snapped clean near the base. The woman, Sarah, didn't think. She never had time to think back when someone needed help. She handed the hostess the velvet box without explanation, shrugged off her coat, and crossed the room with the steady, practiced steps of someone who had once carried wounded soldiers twice her size. Outside, the cold slapped her hard, but she barely noticed. She slid under the man's arm, adjusting her stance automatically, distributing his weight the way muscle memory told her to. He smelled faintly of antiseptic and pine, like someone who'd tried very hard to look put together. "I'm sorry," he muttered, shame thick in his voice. "I didn't mean to bother anyone. My kids panicked." She glanced at the triplets trailing behind them, one holding the broken crutch like it was a fallen flag. "You didn't bother me," she said quietly. "I know what it's like when you're